Welcome back for another episode of the RADelaide Summit Podcast. This week's episode we cover Tom Cornish from Brennan joins us, the Giro Grande Partenza in Albania. Ooh. Caleb retires, apparently 3 years too late.
At least 3 years too
and
late.
much, much more. Come along for the ride.
If you're new to the podcast and haven't listened to us before, each week we scour the Strava leaderboards, watching you do your efforts up Norton Summit and discuss them here on the podcast, whether you like it or not. Now, there's a chance we might shame you, but we promise not to name you personally. The odds are high, but we probably shame ourselves
7
because we're not as fast as you. Look, at the end of the day, our goal is to encourage and celebrate everyone going up Adelaide's best hill climb, Norton Summit, and reaching their own goals. So with that, Gills. Let's introduce ourselves. We are your summiters. Alex.
Hello.
Luang.
G'day.
Tom.
Hi there.
And I'm Kashi. Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners, to another RADelaide Summit podcast.
Now, as always, we need to know what has been happening on and around the summit this week. Alex, how's your week been?
I like how you look at me expecting the listeners to know what's going on.
It's for our YouTube later.
For YouTube later. Bit of a wild week. For the
2 weeks?
For 2 weeks?
Yeah.
For the first time ever, I'm excited to give my stats like Wang used to when he used to ride.
I love this.
Yeah. So
When I used to ride.
when he used to ride, yeah.
Used to. Yeah. Used to ride. Yeah.
I did almost 50 kilometres on foot
I love this.
and almost 3,000 metres of climbing.
Half of that was one day.
Half of that was one day, one
you
ride.
did-
That was Tuesday after work, actually.
Yeah.
So on that, I was like, you know what? After doing the big hike in Brisbane, that was like 6 hours 20, I was like, I wonder how fast I can actually do that.
So that was the same amount of distance as you did in Brisbane,
But double the elevation,
and half the time.
2 hours faster.
Whoa.
Jamie, if you're listening, you're slowing
Jamie,
them down.
don't listen. But yeah, I cracked on. I was like 3Ks in. I was like, I forgot my head torch. And I knew I was going to be out in the dark.
Yeah.
And I checked the map and I was like, I'm going to cross Monty, somewhere near Wang's house. I was like, can you throw me out a torch? So on the way back,
He rips it out.
Actually,
I
did.
sat on a rock for about 10 minutes. I was like, oh, he's not coming. Neither of us had receptions. Didn't know what's happening. Start to walk off. And then I hear this wang down the road.
I'm descending down
Yeah,
Monty.
Yeah.
He's like, I've got a car behind me. Wait.
It's like this.
So yeah, grabbed the torch, which was
Saved
extremely
his life.
helpful because I had to do a bit of rock climbing on the way out.
How good.
So yeah, it was like 25, just shy of 25 k's, 1,500 metres.
Aggressively walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what was ironic about giving him the torch on Tuesday night
was
is
it?
on Wednesday night when I was riding home,
He's black.
my front light went flat just near his house. And I was like, cool, I'll ring him and
It was like,
call in and get my torch.
Did you?
He wasn't home.
oh, fuck you, Wang.
So I had to use my iPhone torch to get
go
home
up
up Monty.
Monty.
I have done that before. Yes. It
Worked a treat.
It does work a treat.
Poor bastard.
I love that.
But yeah, like yesterday, didn't catch up with Mum today, so I took Mum for a sunrise hike through Black Hill.
Yes.
Again, something
Where did you start? On Addison?
Addison Avenue,
Yeah.
yeah. Something that would normally take, at worst, 2 hours. We're like 3 hours in. I was like, man,
She have her hockers on?
I don't know what she wears. They're like Audi hockers.
Oh, they're not the real genuine hockers?
No.
Okay.
there's
They look like.
some weird brand because my mother and brother have bunions
Poor uni student.
the size of a carport, so they need to accommodate that with their shoes.
Right.
Yeah, so it took a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Sunrise, sunset.
How long was that? The sunrise, sunset.
So yeah, we did 11 Ks, 600 metres climbing.
Nice.
Few, when I say a few, maybe 100 kangaroos that we reversed through.
It was a bit fresh yesterday morning as well.
It was good.
How good. What about the bike?
Bike, I did only 4 hours this week because legs were pretty sore after that big Tuesday night. But I literally am sitting in my kit still. I just come down the freeway via the Bottle-O. Almost crashed into Bambi, like 2 corners before Devil's Elbow. He's just standing in the
Standing in the road?
Yeah. Just
You up
exactly
there?
like
Yeah.
deer in my
Like a
no
deer in
light.
headlights.
And then Echelon on
Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
night. Yeah. So, but no. Really?
Pub Friday night.
Went to the Hilton yesterday for birthday dinner. Not my birthday yet, Tuesday. They're a steakhouse now, the Hilton.
Where we had drinks after the pod.
That's
After Two Down
Coles
Under.
Bar.
Yep.
Inside the actual Hilton, there's a grill.
Down the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
fucking incredible.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to call it the best steak I've had locally for a long time.
What sort of price for a steak there?
I had a 280 gram eye fillet, $60.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
About
bad.
average.
Not bad.
not bad. What else? Working?
Living the dream.
Yeah,
Hardly working.
hardly working. That's it.
How good?
What about you?
No,
2
not
weeks. 2 weeks. What did I do last week? Just work. Absolutely worked my ass off, but it was good.
Bit of a copy paste, really, mate. Isn't it?
Yeah, I know, right? But I did get on the bike. I think I hit double digits hours-wise.
All eggs inside.
No, I got outside on whatever that windy AF day was. Went up Norton, did like a 15-something and nearly hit 400 watts.
I reckon I've done 15 all year.
It was good, though. It was good. Just so I hit a couple of PBs that day, so it was nice to see my threshold bump up. So hopefully getting fit for Masters in Super Series. So
There's no Masters team in Super Series, mate.
There is.
yes, there exactly. See, there you go.
Yeah, as if they're going to let you ride Cat 2, mate.
You know what? I did my first echelon. That's what
Yeah, I saw
did.
that.
Yes,
That was date night.
it was. Yes.
Yes.
So
We went out for dinner afterwards.
went to the Arab Steed.
Yep.
And had a beer and
Good pub, that.
had a beef snitty. It was delicious.
Beef snitty.
Yeah,
Okay.
the other white meat.
Yeah, right.
So it was good.
Good. How did Rach enjoy it?
Right?
Yeah.
Loves echelon.
Yeah, loves
He
it.
smashes it.
Only because, like, she needs to do a proper power test because all the data's are way off. So
Yeah.
I'm like literally next to her, like. Doing, like,
She's nose
it was
breathing.
a horrible workout. It was like minute efforts, like all VO2 shit.
Yeah,
and I was
okay.
just like, this is disgusting.
He
Like,
designed it.
No.
I don't know.
No?
But you'd just come off the bike out on the road.
Oh yeah, I did 2 hours before doing
I
yoga.
didn't
Yeah.
notice that. Yeah.
Probably not ideal.
So what,
Yeah.
Keystone, we're looking for some Cat 2 women's team for Super Series.
Yeah, I don't know.
Get Rach on.
Yeah, get out.
Because she's a male.
Yeah, okay.
And then surfed last week. It was great. It was pumping. I was very happy. And then this week is just G, so netball, everything. So just ergs, really. And then G rode nearly 10.5 Ks yesterday. So I got a 10.5 K run. Yeah,
Nice.
it was great.
Was that around Vicky or Vic Park, or
We
where'd you go?
rode to Vic Park from our house.
Yeah.
I didn't need to get in the car at all.
Beautiful.
So I was very happy. So, yeah, got in a good run too and felt great. So all in all.
Mate, just ticking boxes left, right, and
And
centre,
then
eh?
swam this morning.
Fucking triathlete coming up.
No.
Yeah, high rocks.
No. And then it was netball tomorrow morning, so my Saturday mornings for the next forever is done because I need to be at the netball fields at 7:30.
Wait until it's in the middle of winter and it's pissing down with rain.
Oh no, they'll play indoors then.
What?
They played it indoors
Really?
yesterday. Yeah,
Oh.
they played in the big court, and then actually watched on KO the Adelaide Thunderbirds, the netball, and I was like actually impressed. I'd never really watched like an elite
Proper
game
game.
of netball.
Yeah.
And it was actually really good. Like I shouldn't be surprised because most elite sport is really good to watch.
For a non-contact sport, there's a lot of contact, isn't
No,
there?
Man,
It is-
someone got
I was just
absolutely
thinking-
barreled. I was
I
like,
used-
holy
I used to
shit.
play mixed netball.
Yeah.
And they would check your fingernails because
Yep.
you'd get
Yes.
shit sliced up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would get hip and shouldered when the ref wasn't
Yeah, I
looking.
was like, this is not what I
But
expected.
funny story. Sorry to interrupt.
No, I'm done.
One of the other teams in the mixed netball series was a deaf team.
Did have a bell in the ball?
No, but they could play really well. Like,
guess they're not blind.
Everyone's
If they're just
screaming, and we're
deaf.
like, "Why are we yelling at each other?" Like,
You don't need to.
Was Pete on the team?
sorry,
Was Vicky on that
come
team?
on, rocket netball.
Sorry, a friend of ours, you can speak. A friend of ours is half deaf.
Pete Bricchio, the Nord handicapper.
Yeah, Nord handicapper.
Yeah, so don't ever try to tell him you've got a bad handicap because he won't hear you.
He doesn't listen to the podcast anyway. It's fine.
All right, go on.
We don't have
Moving
braille.
Wang, what do you got this week?
What did I do?
You're in love. You just like.
I'm not in love. Let's just get that clear. What did I roll up? 15 hours this week, 510k. So,
Hang on, 15.
yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I like it. I might
yeah.
even crack 15
Yeah.
this week.
What did I do? Monday, just some standard double Zwift. Tuesday, did Zwift in the morning and at lunch, and then played Lifesaver to Alex on Tuesday afternoon. Went out on the road and done a bit of a loop.
You're a good lad.
Oh, yeah. Wednesday, Swift and then Waterfall Gully on Wednesday night. A couple of little repeats. Thursday, much the same. Friday, had day off work, so done Zwift in the morning and then did like a reverse supers loop. So up Gorge, Cuddly Creek, Loby, Ashton. Huh?
Were you not feeling well?
Or? No, just hard eater.
Oh.
I'm allowed those. Yeah, just did one of them. And then Friday afternoon, caught up with Benny from Whyalla, Keystone. He's down from Whyalla at the moment.
Oh, yeah, I know, Ben.
Rides for Keystone.
Rides for Keystone.
Right,
Yeah.
for Keystone.
And that flog uni student is in town as well.
Don't bring... No, can we cut?
Anyway, we went to some friggin' wine bar on the parade for a couple of wines. That was Petros's, uni student's idea. But then we went to the tower after that. So Palmy, and then Alex rocked up a little bit later. So things sort of escalated there and had way too many beers.
I'm the one that...
Well, me and Benny were ready to go home. And then we get a message, how much longer are you going to be there? We're like, we're about to leave. And he's like, I'll be there in 20. Right, okay, so we stayed. So, and then a few too many beers. My alarm went off for chop on Saturday morning and I did not get up at 5 o'clock. I was a little bit dusty. I think I went back to sleep till about 8:15 and then just rolled out and went and met Benny and uni student for coffee. And then today, just done Zwift this morning. Then Nate had footy today. So he played his 100th game, which is not a bad achievement for a younger lad. Yeah, under 12. So... they didn't take they got smashed. They played Glenunga, which is Mark Rashido's son's team. So they just fucking smashed us. So
cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, pretty much. And that was about it. Yeah, so that's my week. Back to work tomorrow, maybe.
Morning, Pasty. How are you? How's your week been? Or 2 weeks? Or
it's been all right. Just been. Living the dream, the usual, riding my bike. Had a big weekend last week with the first race, actually, Berry, so that was...
First race, like ever?
First road race.
Oh, okay.
Ever. Not
first,
ever, but
proper. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But, yeah, so that put me in a bit of a hole, so I've been recovering from that.
You weren't in that much of a hole. You went to ride in the crit on Sunday.
Yeah, that's probably what got me.
Run third to... Connor and that other young lad.
Yeah, I was actually really happy with that, to be honest. Just, waited for the sprint and...
Just touched them all up in the sprint.
Yeah. But that was pretty good. And then just, had a pretty chill week, to be honest. Just the usual, just riding and a bit of gym and a bit of uni and that sort of stuff. But
what are you doing at uni?
A whole lot going on. Nutrition.
Oh, nice.
So, it ties in pretty nicely. And, can't complain, really. It's been all right.
I can see on your little cheat sheet there you've also got 15 hours.
Oh, I did do 15 hours, yeah.
And how many miles did you do versus...
I did 460 Ks, so a little bit less.
Similar?
Close, very close.
Creeping through the hills a bit.
Yeah.
But did most of that today, to be honest. That was a big day with the other boys this morning. Went out to McLaren Vale. Probably not a big day for a lot of people, but it was 4 hours for me, which is...
You backed it up after yesterday.
It's getting pretty big now.
Yeah. But you're not on Strava, are you on Strava? Do you?
Yeah.
You don't upload though?
Oh, I do a little bit.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I was private for a little bit.
Yes.
Shut up.
I didn't want everyone knowing all my real shit rides when I first switched over, but I think now
only post the shit ones.
I'm ready to show myself. So
I think you can upload. Yeah, definitely. Because I tried to. I had a look on there after we did the Bunchy a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, man, he doesn't upload. Not my kind of guy.
How good. So you've made you just said, did you say it? I can't remember.
Said it, but
you said
good,
you've made the switch.
Yeah.
So you were previously solely track sprinting, and then you made the endurance switch. Welcome.
Yeah. It's good to be here.
Tell us a bit about your journey. Like, how did you get started on the bike? You can start from the beginning if you want.
All right.
Because you're not from Adelaide.
No, so I'm from Sydney. So I actually got into cycling when I was probably 6 years old.
Holy shit.
Jeez.
So back in the day, my brother had a friend who was like into riding and did a bit of racing and stuff. And I remember my brother said that he was like shocked with like how much prize money she was winning.
Yeah, right.
And then he's like, oh fuck, like I kind of want to get into this a little bit. So he like got into it and started riding, and like from that, kind of the whole family got into it. So like I just followed him because I was just like a typical little brother, just want to do whatever my brother does. So yeah, got into it when I was 6 and raced at the local club and sort of just went through it that way, and you know, got a little bit better and like went to my first state champs and that sort of stuff. Out in Dubbo, I remember.
Oh, Dubbo.
Fucking big drive to get there. And then yeah, just sort of worked through like up to under 17s, and then like went to nationals that year for road and track and ended up doing pretty well. Came home with a few titles on the track, and then also in the road race as well. So I had sort of a bit of a decision from there where I was like, where like do I want to take this? Like, because obviously when you hit under 19s, like you can't just do everything anymore. Like you've got to sort of pick what you want to do, and I had like a bit of a meeting with some of the N-Swiss coaches and my current club coach at the time, and they were basically just like, yeah, like if you start off with sprint, it's a lot easier to transition to endurance down the track than if you
Other
go
way
to
around.
endurance now and then you want to go to sprint later. Like they thought that was quite a lot harder. So I was like, all right, I'll go sprint and see what happens. And then yeah, went not too bad through under 19s and made the squad down here and moved here 2018 and just been here since, really. Just yeah, worked up through started in the academy and then made the sort of full squad like probably the 2022 I think, and then just sort of been kicking around there since. And then yeah, made the decision pretty recently to swap from track sprint to track endurance. And road as well, I suppose. Yeah, it's very different, I'll say that.
What's the hardest thing?
The K's.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's just, like I'm just doing so much road, like more road than I've ever done, probably for the rest of my entire life combined. In probably the past week. Just yeah, so much time on the bike. Like just not used to it. Yeah, probably helped if I had a good saddle, but yeah, how it is. Yeah, so it's actually like it's definitely more flexible than sprint. Like sprint is very like regimented. Like you have like you go to gym at 8:30 and then you go to track at 2:30 and then you go home. And like endurance, or from what I've picked up so far, is just like just do a few hours whenever you want. Every day.
Yeah.
Do a few hours.
Yeah, do some efforts if you want. Like just kind of fit it in whenever, which yeah, that's actually it's been pretty good, but it's like feels like I'm doing a lot more even though I'm really not.
Okay.
It's just yeah. It's different, it's weird.
So you just had enough of the sprint program, achieved what you wanted to,
Yeah.
just wanted to change?
Yeah, I think there was probably a few reasons. But to be honest, I just sort of felt like I was tapped out.
Yep.
Like I kind of sort of been plateauing since probably like 2022. And I was just like doing all of the like 1%ers that like you can possibly do. And I was just like, I'm not like getting any better. Which like, it's a very hard decision to make because like I was like quite good to be honest. And like we medalled at Worlds like the past few years, like in team sprint and stuff, and like I'd medalled in the kilo, like individually at Worlds as well. So like
big decision.
Yeah, it was hard because I was kind of throwing away this like guaranteed spot.
Guaranteed spot,
like,
yeah.
I know that I can just sit here and I'll like
It's easy money. Like, you honestly, it's like a job that you know you can do.
Yeah.
And you can take that salary, like, in whatever it is, and you're on easy street, right?
Yeah.
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 Comfort zone.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I
100%.
know that I'm good enough as a sprinter to like have a position here in the like national team and
Yeah,
go
because
and race worlds. And,
your
like,
spot was pretty much guaranteed in that team with obviously the departures that we've had from the sprint team.
A little bit, I'd say.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that would sort of nip it on my heels. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, like it was really hard just like throwing away that like, I guess, cemented position and just like putting myself in this new position where I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to be good. Like I'm just been like something that I kind of have thought about a bit.
Did you take long to come to the decision?
Yeah, well, I've just always like tossed it up, and like every year when we have like a bit of an off season, like I go out and like race crits and stuff.
Yep.
Like did like the Super Series here quite a lot, which is actually really fun. But yeah, every time I'm just like, oh, like fuck, my like fitness like comes up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like, do crits for a few weeks, and I'm like, oh fuck, like I'm actually alright.
Yeah, because I remember I've seen you obviously out of Vic Park heaps.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
won some B grade crits like, easily.
Yeah, a bit of B grade.
Yeah. So,
But yeah. So I'm like, I always know that I have that sort of like base there. And I was kind of like, got to the point where I was like, I just want to stop like wondering. And I was like, I could just sit here and just be like, oh, I reckon I'd be really good at this and this and this. But just, yeah, at the end of the day, I was just like, oh, fuck it. Like, I might as well just do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather like sort of finish my career and like do everything that I can and like know what I'm actually like capable of before I finish my career. And then, you know, like you get to the age where you sort of, it's a lot harder to be like really good.
Yeah. Do it while you still got time.
Yeah. So, I was basically just like, well, I think I can be good, and I'd probably die if I didn't know what I could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the aim to eventually for TP, or you still going to ride the kilo?
Oh, well, yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a lot slower, like in the first half of the kilo now, but probably a lot quicker in the second half. So
Yep.
see how we go, see if it comes. But I think goal at the moment is team pursuit, because it's not too dissimilar from sort of what I was good at in sprint already, which is like
that longer stuff.
the longer, like sort of up to a minute.
Yeah.
Was probably the stuff that I was quite good at.
Yep.
Cool.
And then TP is down in the world record's 3:40 now.
Yeah.
I was going to say, just add 2 minutes 30 on it to it.
Well,
It'd be fine.
Yeah, which
you know?
it's obviously a lot. It's a lot more.
Well, not
than
even if you're doing the
kilo,
peel. So, you know, you
Well,
might
yeah.
only need 2 minutes.
That's
Do the
thing.
peel.
Yeah,
So,
it's like you do the first sort of half, or I don't know. I actually don't know how it works yet. I haven't done any, but
Did you ever do any TPs as a junior?
I did some when I was 16
Yep.
at under 17 track nationals, where you sort of, it wasn't really that well put together.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
did maybe a week of training before nationals, but
Yeah.
I think I think just with the way that like the sport's going, like it's just getting so much quicker, and it's just like the gears are bigger, the power's going up, like it's just sort of approaching that like sort of range that I'm quite good at,
Yep.
which is like that's also kind of what I told myself about like sprint is it's also going like the other way, sort of away from me.
Right. Yep.
Where it's like it's getting to be that real like fast twitch sort of
Oh, explosive. Yeah.
yeah, which I like don't have that as much as like a lot of other guys that do.
Yeah.
So yeah, TPs I think is my starting point, and then from there we'll probably see how it goes. But I'd love to do a bit of road and stuff as well.
Sick.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great. Yeah.
So you did touch on before, you did win a B grade Norwood crit. So greatest life achievement on the bike, is it that? Like talk us through, you know, I know it's pretty high up.
That was life changing that day.
Yeah,
actually,
exactly.
Tuesday afternoon.
So talk us through, what's greatest achievement on the bike thus far?
I think there's probably a few that come to mind, but I think probably the top was in 2022 at Track Worlds when the Oz team won the team sprint. which was like a big upset over the Dutch that were the like reigning world champions and won it like 4 or 5 years in a row or something like that. Just like pretty much it was just like everyone knew that they were going to win. And then we like came along and dethroned them, which was like just insane. And like
They're
everyone,
big boys. Like they're
Yeah.
fucking huge.
Yeah, they breed them big over there. But yeah, that was like insane, and like you could just tell that like everyone was kind of in shock a little bit, and like you'd have everyone like around the team like we're all like hugging, and it was just
Love a good hug.
yeah, it was nice. Just
Who was in
nice
that?
embrace.
You just wait till next weekend.
Who was in that team?
So
Yourself.
Lee was a starter.
Yep.
And then Richo was P2, Gates was P3, and I was the P3/reserve. I did
Yep.
one ride, but I didn't do the final.
Yep.
So I did the qual and then subbed in Glazer for the rest of it.
Yep.
And it's crazy.
That's
Brought it home, and that's probably pretty hard to top, I think. And then you obviously get to wear the rainbows for the year after that, which is
Yep.
also pretty crazy.
Do you have your rainbow framed?
Yeah, I did actually. I did
Yep.
it myself.
Nice.
A pretty shocking job, but hanging on my wall at home. So
Beautiful.
yeah, it's nice.
How
Didn't
good.
That was
ride
a
that
good
up
one.
Norton for your current PB.
Sorry.
Didn't ride that one up Norton for your current PB.
Oh, I think it's a little bit short for that.
That's another good segue.
Yeah.
Norton PB.
Yeah. All right.
Talk us through it.
So this one's actually from a few years ago. In one of my little crit endeavors, I'd like race crits for a few weeks, and I was like, oh, probably like feeling pretty fit. So I was like, might have a crack up Norton, and then went for it and did a 15 flat, which I don't know, probably not super impressive, but I was probably 90 kilos at the time. So
it's got to be probably 450 watt average.
I was going to say there'd be some
Yeah.
watts there. Eh?
Yeah.
yeah, so that was that was a big day.
I wonder who's got the
biggest
quickest. No, the quickest Norton from the sprint team. I know that.
It's got to be me.
Well, I know that Paddy Constable was trying to as well.
Someone in the 13.
I think
Paddy
he-
went fast.
Paddy went
Paddy
quick,
went real
yeah.
fast.
As a sprinter?
Yeah.
one of
No,
them's
not
been
as
in
a
the 13.
sprinter.
When he come back, when he come back,
Yeah, okay.
Pretty sure.
we can get you down to the 13s.
I was going to say, I reckon I could have done a 13 the other day.
Really?
We had a look at one of my rides the other day, and I did a 15:05, so I was 5
Paddy's
seconds
done a
off.
13.75, but I feel like he's gone quicker than
13.75.
Sorry, 13.
That's 14.
13. I do good English. All right? Has one beer. 13.57.
Yes,
but I
that's
reckon
right.
he's gone quicker than that.
I think it's the 13:30 or 13:20.
He also has Everested Norton
That was
as well.
that was his last ride he did.
Good.
Yeah.
That
Can we-
broke him.
We're just going to venture back here because I want to hear the science around. So we've done a 15:05, but we could have gone 13s.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does that work?
Yeah. Okay.
At the moment, there's equations going past my face,
All these
and I
things.
don't know how you got there.
I'll get the
All right?
whiteboard up.
And don't say same but different.
It's like
'cause I'm
that.
gonna be-
It's like that Simpsons meme
So
with
to
Homer with all
first
the
switchback,
equations.
I was on 11-minute pace, and if you average it out to the end, it's 13.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
So
Floor's yours.
Actually, on my program, I had a 12-minute power test.
Okay.
So I did.
Sat up, didn't you?
I sat up.
Oh,
I got
there
12
you go.
minutes in,
Yep.
and I was at the top, and I sat up.
See, a real endurance man wouldn't have done that.
Got a bit of work to do.
So where were you at the 12-minute point?
I was, the sort of where you turn sort of the around right, sort of at the top.
Yeah.
I was probably a little bit past there where it
Turingi
sort of
Avenue.
starts to
No.
flatten out.
Flat?
Yeah.
You just got the last little lesson.
So I was like,
Yeah.
I reckon if I could keep going at the same power, I reckon it would have been like a 13, maybe a 13.
So you're probably about, what, less than a K less than a K?
It's 1,200 metres, I think, from that corner to the top.
I think, because I actually had a look at it on Strava.
No, I think he's a bit further up from
And
there.
it was,
Set it around the right-hand bit.
Yeah, no, a bit further up.
Okay. 1,000.
yeah, it's maybe a K to go.
Yeah, a bit further.
Okay, do you want to fight, mate?
Which is
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah.
Real
If
good.
you're on, yeah.
If you're going at
You're
30K
still
an
holding
hour.
30 Ks.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should better go a bit quicker up there.
So I reckon I'm good for a 13. Maybe I'll have a crack this week.
Supers. Supers bunch. There you go.
TD,
Instant toe.
TD. Just need to lead out on TD bunch next week.
I got to do it solo. But
Yeah.
legitimacy.
No one does. Well, very rare anyone does a solo Norton.
No,
All
one
of
does
mine
it.
were.
My PB was.
The only
behind
big
No,
dogs
the
that are
other
doing it is like someone like Kel or Harp, so they're doing the true
Yeah.
solos, and the rest do not,
No.
and that's okay.
Not Harper.
That's okay.
Well, his was in Two Down Under.
If he was to do one, he would. Like
Oh, yeah.
all the Green Hills, he's gone.
Yeah, Green Hill is. Yeah.
He's in
Yeah.
it. Anyway,
What
All
about the worst day on
Yes.
the bike?
Oh, I was actually having to think
Is that
about
when you
this.
did a 15
that yesterday.
Could have been your double punny at Berry.
Oh yeah, that was. That was alright though, because I still rolled it in over the line. But I to be honest, probably haven't really had that many bad days because I haven't been on the road that much.
We'll come back to you in like 6 months when you've gone through like
They're
a
definitely coming
bit of a
this
micro
winter.
cycle. Yep.
Yeah,
You got 5 hours in the rain.
yeah. Although it actually wasn't a great one. We had a sprint camp up in Perisher,
Yeah.
like during winter one time.
Name for a place.
Don't know why.
Perisher.
Or Threadbow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Snowtown.
and it was fucking middle of winter, like freezing cold, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna come here for a camp, and we're gonna get you out on the road and do some efforts on your track bike on the road." And it was just like,
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't really that bad, but it was pretty shit.
Because they
Doesn't sound very
have the AIS thing up there, don't they? Perisher, is it? No.
Oh, I got nothing.
They've got something up there. I can't remember
some
where.
like winter
Snow.
sports thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Might have
pretty
been, like,
grim up there.
Jindabyne or something.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
it was-
Jindabyne.
That was probably as bad as you can get for sprint training. Really, like we're pretty lucky just training like indoors. Like the worst that you get is it's a bit cold.
Bit cold. Turn
Yeah,
heaters on in the
What are you
Superdrome.
doing on the road? Like what duration?
Like 15 seconds.
Ugh.
Ooh,
Like, which it doesn't sound like much, but
that sounds grim.
if you're
Plus 1500 watts.
that's what you train for, and 15 seconds is fucking long effort. Like,
That would feel like
Wang,
forever.
ask Wang how long 15 seconds.
Twice.
Twice.
That 15 seconds. That includes a shower. Come on.
Speaking of numbers, what's the biggest watties you've seen on the SRM?
2,000.
so I did
more than that.
2400
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was going to say close to 25.
I did
Last year.
2300
before the game.
Meters.
on the kettle.
On the microwave.
24 before the games.
Yeah, last year.
On a what bike or on your actual
on
track
the
bike?
Track bike, yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
On the track or on the erg?
On the track.
Yeah.
In a little warm up jump.
Fuck a warm up. I see what the real one was.
That's 24 is low for what the other guys are doing. They're like
What are the other guys pumping out?
27s, like it's
Yeah,
just
it wasn't
fucking
great.
Anyone got to 3 yet?
Yeah.
mental. Probably one of the Dutch guys.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's that? Who's the world champion guy? Is it Harry?
Harry.
Yeah.
He probably put out 3,000 and hold it for 20 seconds.
Who's got the biggest roar in like in Oz? Is it like who's the top dog? Who peaked you?
Lee.
I was going to say
Yeah.
Lee, yeah.
Yeah,
Started. He had that
puts
big
out
peak.
Fucked power, to be honest. Like,
That's why they have to gear him up, don't they, off the start?
Yeah, he like runs probably for when he was doing P1, he would run like the same years as what P2s and P3s are doing from other countries. Like it's
So you could get on his wheel.
Wow.
people just like they don't know how good he is because he always has to gear up, but it's just like it's actually fucking mental.
That's
like,
cool.
what he was doing.
We should change his name to Fucked Power. That's great. I like that.
Yeah.
Now, who or what has been your biggest inspiration throughout your cycling journey?
Oh, I've never really been big on the like mentor sort of things, but I think probably my brother, to be honest.
Could be a watt. Might be the kettle. It's 2300 watts.
So, older brother.
Yeah, Josh.
Yep.
He got me into riding, and he's kind of always like been riding, and
That's cool.
like I definitely wouldn't be riding if he hadn't got into it. So I think that's probably like, yeah, definitely one of the like biggest probably inspirations for me.
And is he still riding now?
Yeah, he does a little bit.
Yep.
Does a little bit.
What's his Norton PB?
He's just NA.
Not applicable.
But he was really good back in the day. Actually, he was national team pursuit champ.
Yeah, okay.
And did
Oh,
like
good.
a bit of NRS and that sort of stuff as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And then I think he, got a job and just got a bit too much.
As
But,
it does.
Yeah. But yeah, he still rides a bit and yeah, it's good.
I like him.
Can't complain.
Yeah, he's
a good
sounds
bloke.
good. He would be like medium power, not fucked
Not
power,
fucked.
but medium power.
Like
I like
balanced power.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Go on, Matthew. What
Now,
do you got?
okay, you want to take this one? I want to take this one. I want to know a little bit more about your typical day of training, especially when there's gym involved. What happens in the gym before we head out on the bike?
Yeah. So, well,
It's
I don't
probably
know.
changed a lot now that
Yeah,
endurance
I
over.
don't know if I really have a typical training day at the moment. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing.
I love that, honestly.
I've
That's
been-
great. Yeah.
Well, so I've been training endurance for 8 weeks.
Yep.
And yeah, typical days probably. Yeah, I do gym probably twice a week. So maybe have a gym in there in the morning. Just go over to Sassy, do some squats, do some RDLs.
RDL.
Yeah,
Yeah, so do I.
it's a bit hard actually. Like,
It's hard. The next morning's hard after
Gets you
RDLs.
hammies.
It does.
I love a good trap bar.
Huh?
Love a good trap bar. Oh,
oh, yeah.
I love a good sit up.
Do shit. The whole reason I bring this up is because you do nothing.
Yeah.
Your
do
caution comes from
we
getting out of
remember,
bed.
listeners, if you remember many, many moons ago, we took Matthew rock climbing
Yeah,
and he
and
could
he
not
couldn't
even
walk
lift
for
his
2 days.
arm for 2 days.
No, I
yeah.
couldn't use my mouth the next day.
That's right.
With my hands.
Help. Take my strong.
That was good. So since in the 8 weeks you've gone over to endurance,
Yeah.
have you lost, how much weight have you lost from when you were a trackie? So you said 90 kilos
Probably
earlier.
4 kilos.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was sitting at about 91 in
Yep.
like February when I did my last race as a sprinter.
Yep.
And now I'm sort of sitting 80, probably 87 at the moment. So
Okay.
Same as Wayne.
So, and what's your goal to get down to?
don't know.
Don't have one?
Probably
No.
just make it easy to go over hills, I think. is
Yeah,
my
yeah.
goal.
So 65.
Yeah, that'd be good. Become a climber.
Ozempic.
I can get you some cheap.
No, I've been asking questions. Come on, mate.
Go on.
Now, can you describe the thought process or emotions before a big race? And do you have any pre-race rituals or superstitions?
Why did you jump question?
Because I like that one better.
But we're balancing it. You wrote the run sheet.
I copy and pasted the run sheet.
Yeah, such a dirty dog.
Such a dick sometimes.
Sometimes.
Don't really have any pre-race rituals, to be honest. Pretty
No.
boring, but I actually do. To be honest, I copy what Moriarty does, where I write down all of my stuff, like warm up and stuff.
Warm up and that.
Just makes it easy. You just don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Like when you're getting on the bike, when you're eating, when you're having caffeine, when you put your numbers on, put like top half of your skin suit on, and sort of like just you don't have to think. You just look at it and you're like, okay, now I do this, and then you just the whole thing is just a process, and it kind of just makes
Eliminates
it
the
so
thought.
much easier.
And you put the specific time on like next to it as well?
Yeah. So normally, I start with like when you race, and then just work back from there. Like,
So you guys do that to keep headspace clear, or just so you can focus on what you're going to do in the race? Like, what's the process?
it just like makes it easier. Like you just don't have to think, and then you kind of just can like relax and. Because like you're always going to be shitting yourself like before you race, so like
you
the
take
less
as much stress out of the way.
Yeah, the less you have to think about is like probably better. And then you can just listen to music and just watch whatever's going on the track at the moment.
Yeah.
That normally works pretty well
Is
for
there
me.
a pump up song in there then?
I was going
what
to ask that.
music
listen
do
to
you get
music?
into?
Yeah.
A bit of hard style, I guess. Alright.
Hard style, like hard style.
Yeah, like Alex and I are like polar opposites, right? Like he came from like hard style, like drum and bass,
Drum and
where
bass.
I grew up on like punk rock and metal. So when people are like, I like hard stuff, I'm like, oh, this is sick. Yes. So like, what?
I'm like
are we-
H bomb and like
are we like that side or like heavy?
a little bit. Probably, not that into punk rock.
Yeah, like bangers. Yeah. No, I like it.
Yeah.
Good. Everything is great.
Yeah, and then where are we? Emotions. Yeah, just don't know, just try and not think about it, because there's nothing you can really do, to be honest.
Have you
like
noticed
everything's
that,
done.
sorry to interrupt, that's been very common between, like, if we've done all of the work till now,
there's no
not
point
much
stressing.
else we can do except do our job. It's been super common throughout all of the guys we've spoken to. That's really cool. Yeah.
I mean, you just like, I know it probably sounds boring, but you just follow your process and like just do what you're trained for, and like it's about it, really. Like
you right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
And you said before that you were studying. Has anything changed since studying, like around food or anything like that?
Yeah, well, so I'm doing, I'm doing nutrition, and it's, to be honest, I feel like I've probably learned a bit more from like my time as an athlete rather than
I thought that.
what I've been doing at uni, because
I feel like excuse me, Professor, you don't
No, but like most things, right? Whether it be a lot of things. I remember when I was studying, I know I learnt most of the stuff on the job.
Yeah.
The same thing, right? Like you learn, oh shit, that, you know what? Upping the carbs in this time to this time, that actually works. Or, you know what I mean? Like instead of going, oh, this literature says.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you have the like first-hand experience to actually like back it up, and kind of, I did this for a few years. I was kind of like testing things on myself, like how like I sort of respond to it, and what like works for me, and that like in the like sports nutrition sort of space, that was like a lot better for me than what I've learnt so far at uni. But I mean, I am doing a bit more of a generic degree than sports nutrition at the moment, so it's probably bound to happen. But
that's cool.
We'll get there eventually when I finish this one. But yeah, just been
Have you got any little nuggets of nutrition that's like worked for you that you can give out?
Chicken nuggets.
I mean, delicious. But yeah. What's something you're like, that is great? Like, I mean, you're only 8 weeks in, but you're like, okay, if you were going to race a Tuesday night crit anywhere in Australia, what would you eat? Like beforehand?
Probably not. Probably not that good at endurance nutrition yet, but just fucking eat as many carbs as you can before you race. I think is probably about it.
Rice or pasta, man?
Definitely pasta.
Pasta?
Yeah. I ate, actually a few years ago when I was trying to get really lean, I ate chicken and rice every single night for probably 6 months, and it just sort of cracked me off rice.
I was going to say, can you look at it anymore?
Yeah, I'll take pasta, I think.
Yeah.
How good. Yeah. What about, I know that you're sort of newish to road, but what's your do you have a favourite bike group set in mind?
It's got to be the one he's on now.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not the Argon rim brake?
Like, what an upgrade.
Yeah.
So what are you riding now?
So I'm on a Team Brennan S5, which is probably the best bike I've ever ridden.
They are quite fast, yeah.
It was just like, so I was on a
for the listeners, what was your bike prior to that?
I was on a old Argon. I actually don't know what the frame is called.
Hydrogen or something, like some
rim brake.
Yeah.
Mechanical.
Probably like 2019, 2018.
Just one of the Sprinter bikes.
Yeah, just what they sort of give out for the guys to do one road ride a year on. Like, it's not really, probably not meant for hundreds and hundreds of Ks.
So going from that to the S5.
Yeah, it's just like, because I remember going on bunch on Saturday mornings, and I was like, could not last more than probably like 20 minutes in the A bunch. And I was just like, fuck, like what is going on? Like I just, like I'm not,
must be the bike.
I'm not cut out for this.
It's 100% the bike.
And then, I got my S5, and it's just like, I did the race in Berry last week, and I was like, holy shit.
You like pedaled 3 times.
Yeah, I was like, I'm barely even pedaling. Like, this is like mechanical doping or something.
Yeah.
Once it gets up to speed, they're wild. Hey, like
It's,
you just
like it's actually insane. It just rolls.
Are you running the standard chainrings on the front, or do you go bigger?
don't know what is the standard.
Probably 52. Probably 52 out of
I
the
think I'm
factory.
on
You might have gone.
52, yeah.
Yeah,
Got
okay.
the one by on. It's
Oh, it might have
Oh,
gone
one
bigger.
by.
than-
Nice.
SRAM.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it'd be SRAM. It's SRAM, isn't it?
Yeah,
yeah.
SRAM. First time using
It's like
SRAM as well.
48.
Yeah.
Nice. I did upgrade the chain rings and jockey wheels. Little ride sync
So did we.
special. Little plappy.
Yeah.
Little it was good. Little Ken Ballhouse special.
Oh, yep.
I did 55-40, and I was like, it's good on chop because you get like a good chain line. Anything else?
Anything that goes up.
No, I did 11.34 out the back, so
That's good.
Actually
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, nice.
That's pretty good.
Now,
What else?
thoughts on... I've had to reword this question. But thoughts on Matt Richardson going to GB?
Yeah, that was a big one.
Because obviously you were his housemate.
Yeah. So so we actually lived together for probably, maybe like 2.5 years or something like that.
Yep. And you had no idea.
And then so we got back from the games and like he'd like gone off to do a bit more racing in Europe, or that's what he said.
He's a liar.
So we're like at home and we're having like a bit of time off, and our coach Crampo like called a meeting, and we're kind of like, what the fuck? Like, just we're having time off. Like, why are we having a meeting now?
Yeah.
And then he started off and he was kind of just like a normal like sort of check in, and we're like, what's going on? And then he's like, oh yeah, and by the way, Matt's moving to GB. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, fucking been living in this guy's house for 2.5 years.
Oh, we were friends.
And he's
Yeah,
like,
and you-
I hear about it through the coach, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
You didn't notice the subtle like, oh, good morning, Tom. How are you?
I was like, what the fuck is going
Why are
on?
you practicing your accent?
Starts drinking Yorkshire tea.
Yeah, English breakfast. It's such a shit way to find out, though. Like,
So,
Yeah, and it was just like, because like we all were just finding out then for the first time, and
yeah.
everyone was just surprised that I didn't know, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was real weird.
And then after the meeting's finished, I was like, oh, I guess you got to move out.
Yeah, well, actually, so he kind of he said he was like moving because like the sprint program's like moving to Brisbane.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like we kind of heard sort of rumors of that at the time, and before the games, he was like selling all his stuff, and I was like,
Bit early.
bit weird, but he's like, oh yeah, I guess I don't know, we're moving to Brisbane, like.
pack lightly.
Didn't really question it because I also didn't really care, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. And then, sold all his stuff and, moved whatever he had left into, some family friends or something, to be honest. I don't know if that's real. But,
Probably not.
yeah, and then, so he was actually fully moved out by that point, which probably should have been another red flag. But and then... Yeah.
He's like, you're like Pablo sitting on the lounge, just going,
Yeah. And then, it was just like, oh, he's never coming back, I guess. So that was a bit weird.
And have you spoken since? Had conversations since? Or that was it?
Yeah, a little bit. It's like
Yeah.
he sort of contacted everyone after we found out, and he was just like we good sort of thing.
Yeah, sure.
And I was
No,
kind of just like,
no, we're not.
yeah, I don't know, whatever.
it's a tough one, right? To play devil's advocate.
Okay,
It's not-
Switzerland.
It's not the right. It is. It's not the best decision, but if you've lived together, the friendship should be more important than work.
Yeah.
Hectic.
Which I don't know. There was probably a few things that I was just like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll get into all of it.
No. That's
I
okay.
don't think
Thank
he
you
would have
for-
copped as much hate if he'd gone about it in a better way.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the fact that he went to GB.
Yeah.
It was the way he went about it.
I think
that's why he
that's-
copped so much hate.
Yeah.
That's kind of the reason why a lot of people are pretty pissed off. Just sure, whatever. Move country. No one really cares.
Yeah.
But it's
Because plenty of other people have done it before him
Yeah.
and haven't copped the heat.
yeah. But it's just I don't know, some of the things
Kirko did it.
along the way.
Kirby did it.
Yeah, Kirby did it.
I'm doing
Yeah.
it.
Deck the Balls did it.
Yeah. And come back.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, fine.
Which country are you going to?
What?
Where are you going to?
Oh, you heard
Greece.
Albania.
Albania. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about food.
Yeah, I love food.
What do you have for breakfast?
Don't mind a good smoothie.
For breakfast?
Yeah.
Smoothie.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
Wow.
real easy. You just like load it up with oats and just get it down.
Do you
in
have
like
a
minute.
housemate now?
Yeah, I got a few housemates.
A few housemates. So just when uni student makes a smoothie, I want to flip tables.
It's fucking
Yeah,
hanging
it's
off a
like-
roof.
Shit.
Do you have
I'm
a
like-
loud one? Like, how does it?
Yeah, it is pretty annoying.
Like the NutriBullet thing.
What's your
just
go-to recipe for like the best smoothie? Like
banana and cinnamon?
all right, I can,
vanilla extract.
put it into my diet app every day. So I'll lay it out: 400 grams of milk, 100 grams of mixed berries, 130 grams of oats, 10 grams of honey, a little scoop of protein powder. Just for
How do we
Good
get
measure.
milk to be in grams rather than mils?
So do you put the like blender on the scale and like
Yeah.
made it? Oh yeah, cool.
yeah, I'm a big scale guy. Weigh
Yeah.
everything. Love it.
Yeah, right.
How good.
Can't go wrong. Yeah,
And that's it. You'll have that every morning.
pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd maybe do a bit less if I have
And
a rest
chicken
day
and
or
rice for
something,
dinner.
but-
Wait, the bro chicken,
it out.
rice, broccoli.
Yeah,
You know what? It serves a purpose.
can't go wrong.
You can't really. What about Zinger Burger? Good or bad?
Oh, I think, to be honest, I'm a little bit scarred because I actually used to work at KFC.
Did you?
Oh, tell us.
Tell us a story.
Tell us some stories. I had it on the way here. So,
Did you?
yeah.
It's
When,
not really
um,
chicken, is it? Mm-mm.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
It's fucking raccoon.
Yeah, when I was living in Sydney, like just before I moved here, I'd finished school and I kind of had like a bit of a gap year because I was focusing on like junior worlds, and I was like, oh, fuck, I probably should do something. So just one of my mates was manager at the local KFC, so just got a job there and just worked there a little bit, and yeah, it definitely took me a while to
Eat it
want
after.
to eat it again after that.
What
It's
about the
not
secret
finger
herbs
licking
and
good, is
spices? Are they under lock and key or
Yeah, no, we don't get access to that. That's, all the higher ups are in charge of
did you steal any? Did you steal any chicken salt or anything? Take it home.
it. No, I really didn't. really didn't feel like it.
That tends to be common.
This just goes to show that no one loves KFC the way you do, Matthew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
There's a poll in the Keystone chat.
It was actually
very
closer
close. I
than
was
you
getting a bit
thought.
nervous.
Mate,
I was like, oh.
I was checking it every day so I could come back at you.
I knew you
but
would.
they won. Zingerberger bad won 6-4.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway,
That
there's
was
40
good.
people in there. They should all vote, and we would be much, much further in front.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
Well, thank you for
Very good.
coming and telling us about your life and everything like that.
KFC.
Yes,
and good luck
KFC.
with your future endeavours and your 15-minute Norton.
Yeah.
Maybe we have a crack.
13-minute Norton.
Yeah, it's
13,
coming.
sorry.
Mark my
13.
words, it's
Next
coming.
Saturday.
What will you change your name to?
Oh, something about a pastry.
Okay.
Formerly Matt Richardson's housemate.
Alex, what have we got going on?
I, as much as I love cycling, I don't watch it because it makes me fall
No
asleep.
idea
So
what's
I don't
going
have
on.
any Giro predictions, but I'd like to hear your own.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Now that
obviously
everyone's crashed out.
Giro is now 2 stages in. Still in this. So this year it started in Albania,
Albanian.
of all
great.
places. I think there's maybe 3 or 4 stages, maybe?
3 stages.
3 stages.
Yep.
So first stage was won by Mads.
Yeah, Madsy.
And who would have guessed it, but who comes second?
He wasn't far off.
Paul Van Aert,
Yeah.
always a bridesmaid. And Tommy Pidcock was up there in 5th for that
Still
kick.
for GC, yeah.
Yeah. And then last night was the TT, where Josh Tarling became the youngest person to win a stage in the Giro.
Yeah.
Won by 1 second
I rate him.
in that. Did anyone see after his girlfriend, the clip of him and his girlfriend?
No.
Fuck, she's about half his height. He's so fucking tall. But yeah, predictions. Who do you reckon is going to take it? At the moment, we've got Primoz after 2 stages is now in pink.
I don't know. I haven't looked at his team that much. I think
He's got
Primoz will,
Jai.
I think Primoz will probably win if he doesn't crash out, but I
There's a
think
fair chance that he
crashing out
will.
would
I
be a
guess
fair
who crashed
chance.
on stage 1.
I would love to have seen Mikel Landon
Broke his back.
That was
11th
wild. And I watched that, and Jay Vine, he almost he did.
He did crash.
I know he did crash, but he did well not to
But he
make
almost
it a lot
abandoned.
worse. Yeah. So UAE's got a pretty good team. I wouldn't be surprised if they get up. And you know what I've noticed out through the Spring Classics? The reason why Pog isn't just a freak of nature, but his team is so good. They know exactly when they need to position, everything. Their DS is just another level. So I think that they will probably win it, to be honest, because their DS just knows they've got robots who are like, okay, you need to be here at this time. And they're like, okay, I'll be there. I shall
do that.
Yeah, I shall do that. Okay.
AI is telling me to do this.
Yes. So Gemini is working pretty well for them. UAE is my bet. My Ghosty, not Plappy. No. Sorry,
Plappy.
Don't know. But yeah, what about?
I know nothing.
Yeah, I reckon the same. UAE with Wanuuse.
Yeah. He's good.
Although I think he did lose some time on stage 1 for whatever reason. So I reckon he'll potentially get up there. Primoz.
He'll win.
It's a big ask to hang on to Pink now for the rest of the tour.
He'll lose Pink tomorrow.
My smoky for a podium is Storer.
I do like Storer.
Yeah. I just don't know if he's got the team behind him. But obviously had a good Tour of the Alps he won, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah. So he did have a good Tour of the Alps. Alex, you're checked out. What about you, Tom? You're an endurance man now?
Yeah, I know everything now. I think Roglic is just too good, to be honest. I know UAE's probably got a better team, but he's just so fucking good.
He is real good.
Good enough to keep the jersey or lose it and get it back?
Lose it and get it back.
Yeah, it's a really long time.
I think the team will lose it.
They want to lose it, surely.
Tactical.
100%. Yeah.
Because he's got Jai there as well with him.
Jai's good.
Yeah.
Like Ray Jai.
Like former winner, so...
It's pretty good. All right. What about your mate? Go.
Gracefully.
I
got this. I was just bumbling through the bush. I get this text message saying Caleb Ewan has retired. So I forwarded on to Wang here. Good. Fucking
flog. Fucking flog was my...
And then it went through 17 other chats that Wang's in.
So I just do love a group chat. So obviously
Caleb... Too late?
Caleb obviously retires during the week. You took off what I wrote. 3 years too late, I reckon. Really, he hasn't done anything for 3 years, and he's just been cancerous in every team that he's been on.
Whoa.
I'll say it.
Wow.
Thoughts and opinions shared on the podcast are Matthew Spun and Incorporated.
Dan Wadira, if you're listening. We know you're a Caleb fan.
I've only met him probably once or twice.
Never met him.
And he was all right. And the guys that are good friends with him are good people. So I'm going to be
I'm not saying he's a shit bloke.
Is there any idea of what he's going to do?
Nothing.
Probably he lives in Monaco with his wife and kids.
But he's how old? 20-something?
He's not even 30, I don't think.
He's going to do some marathons, I saw.
What are you going to do for the rest of your life now that you've retired from cycling?
Just sit in his mansion in Monaco on his yacht.
And rice.
You reckon he's earned that much so he can do that?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think
he's got a rich family behind him.
Yeah, he stays his wife's...
his father-in-law. He's fucking loaded.
Originally owned Aquablue.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep, makes wine corks for bottles.
So if wasn't married to a rich wife, still have to continue cycling?
Probably still will. What I also don't agree with is the fact that he signed a contract with Ineos at the start of the year, took a spot from someone who could be potentially in that team for the whole year.
He did win a race, though. And I was like,
Timu.
He's back.
Cam Scott could have taken that spot.
Yeah.
People who want to get back into the World Tour.
Yeah, it's true. Good point, Matthew.
Selfish, I think.
So what you're trying to say is he had a good career, but he
should have gone out gracefully.
Exactly. Love it. That's a much better way to say it.
Then what? You're a flog.
He did apparently write something really nice about his retirement. Did you read it?
I read the first paragraph. It was about 4 pages long. And he also took a swipe at Green Edge on the way out as well.
Oh.
Yeah. So don't take a swipe at a team who gave you your career.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. So Demi Moore's into cycling.
Demi Moore? Yeah. Fatal Attraction. No, Demi Vollering, obviously. Demi V, yes. She took out the women's Vuelta overnight, won the 2 final mountain stages. And notably as well, Ali Wollaston was in the Vuelta team as one of her teammates. So Ali's kicking goals at the moment. I think she ran a couple of top fives in the flat stages. So, well done to her and Demi and the whole team.
That's good.
FDJ.
Then we just need to talk shit. Oh, wait, Cash.
Yeah, Cashy's, for listeners, Cashy's just gone on a bathroom break 'cause he's had one beer and
a giant.
he's got a bladder the size of a pea.
Water. He's brought his schoolgirl bladder.
He'll be back in a minute. Where we'll talk about notable mentions from the summit.
No, we just do it without him.
Yeah, we can do it without him.
Do it. You go.
All right. No, here it comes. I can hear the door. We'll wait for him. It's your turn, mate. Here he comes.
Radio silence.
Notable mentions were up to you, Cashy. Your turn.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, sports fans. Friend of the pod, just all-round good guy.
All-round good guy, very much.
Zach Marriage.
Yes.
Wins.
Saw him on Friday, coming through the basket.
Really?
He's back.
How good.
Yep.
So he actually won the final stage of Tour de Benin.
Yeah, now we touched on that last episode with him and Sondo over there in Africa.
Yeah.
Racing a tour over there. I think it's a 6-stage tour.
Yeah.
UCI 2.2, so reasonable race. Yeah, took out the last mountain stage solo.
Very good photo of him coming over the finish.
Yeah, yeah. He could have posted up a bit better, but that's okay.
Smile?
He's always smiling. You've seen him? I've never not seen him smile.
So hopefully that will. I know it's only a 2.2 and it's in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
With the elephants.
But I hope that's maybe a toe in, leg in.
I think he finished 5th or 6th on GC.
How good?
I think the guy who ended up winning was like 38 or 39 years old.
Yeah, on the gas.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. How good?
So he's back in town at the moment. So he'll be away again for the next. It's just fly in, fly out with those guys.
I love it. Another great little.
Little. He is little. It's a good segue.
I didn't mean that. Look, friend of the potty, been around Adelaide for a day, and he was born in God's country. So happy birthday to Petite Perineum, who was 50 last week.
50 last week. Probably looks about 60, but
so
12.
Yeah,
good work.
He's the height of a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What about? Should we jump right into it, Wang?
Yeah, mate. Let's do it. Let's jump right into it. The main reason why we exist is let's see who's been spinning up the summit this week. Check out the times for the folks that have been giving us a show. It might be the fast guys. It might be the slower ones. It may even be the ones in between. But like we said, we'll dive into their rides and data a little bit more robustly. Stop, Alex. And then we'll see who and what has caught our eyes on the leaderboards for some hand-picked time and fun and analysis. Now, Tom, you're going to be the fastest man and women for the week.
All right. We've got hot under the collar, fastest man for the week with a 12:39.
Rapid.
Too bad, actually. That was on the May the 10th.
Yeah, that was on Supers yesterday, I think.
That's all right. Average watts 396.
Oh, he's almost cracked that magical 400.
VAM 1,314. I just learned what that means, so that's very interesting.
Not too far off his PB.
Yeah.
40 seconds.
PB 11:56.
That PB is rapid.
Yeah, he did that in March this year, so he's going to
for the listeners, I think what VAM means is vertical centimetres per hour. Is that correct? So if they
I think it's something along that.
Yeah,
yes.
they would be climbing.
Correct.
That many metres per hour.
Yeah, that's wild.
340.
1,300 metres of climbing.
Yeah, in an hour.
Yeah.
That's
outrageous.
Huge.
What about the fastest?
What's the lady?
All right, we have McMeetry Sperling, a 16:38.
Whopping
PB. I know. Right?
I don't know. Is she new?
Holy
yes.
shit, it is.
We've only
I don't
had
know if
it
I've
for a
seen
couple of
her.
weeks.
It was a PB.
Yeah.
Wow, 2 minutes.
Just 2 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
On
No power, no data either, hey?
That's okay.
Any car fans out there, if they know what a McMurtry Sperling is, the fastest accelerating electric car out there at the moment.
Well, clearly, she's just got 2 minutes.
Beast.
I've actually seen that
The little-
around the Top Gear test track.
Yes.
There you go.
There we go.
What's it? How fast?
0 to 100 in 1 point something seconds.
Holy shit.
There's some G's on that.
It's like Hoffy off the team sprint line.
Taking us through the men's this week.
Yes.
Cashy.
Why?
So we do have an equal first, but I thought I'd just put it under. I don't know why it was Mr. The Giant Bush was underneath.
He probably uploaded second.
Yeah, maybe that's the case, but he equaled the 1239, hit 409 average watts.
He's a bit fatter than hot under the colour.
Very close to his PB too.
Yeah, super close. So pretty consistent. Like PB is 1225. So he's hit 180 beats per minute. So he's
working.
Yeah, working. I don't reckon I'd hit over. But yeah, well done to Mr. Bush. Third off the ranks, we had Mr. Tossed Broccolini, and I know that he wanted a little bit of a shout out on the Podwar.
He did mention it on his Strava yesterday, so he's done a massive PB.
Yes, he has. That's what I was getting to, Matthew.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Interrupting.
What, the old interrupting cow? Yeah. No.
So what was his time anyway, Sean?
12:40. He's done 318 power, so unless he's like...
He is a tiny man.
Okay, cool.
Like he'd be 55.
He doesn't ride for Keystone, does he?
Nope.
No.
He is a lover of an all-white kit as well, so he's close to my heart, the man.
So he's done 173 beats per minute as well, so he's working pretty hard. So shout out, because that's a pretty bloody good PB. Next off the ranks, we've got artist formerly known as Connor. He's done a 12:49, so not far off his PB.
That's not his PB. His PB is quicker than that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. But he's done a whopping 461 watts.
It's just a watt machine.
Just out of curiosity, we should find out who has like the highest watts for Norton. I think it's going to be Mr.
It's him.
Consistent.
No,
Or
it's
is
him.
Is it?
He did it.
Oh,
Remember a few weeks ago he did 12-minute test and did 5:02?
Yeah, for 12 minutes.
He's got
yeah.
Yeah, he
That
got
mean-
to the top.
crazy power.
That means he's done like a 15-minute.
No, he got to the top.
It would be close between the
Mr.
raw watts,
Yeah.
Mr. Consistent and
Yeah.
No,
Connor.
mate. Connor every day.
This bloke.
Connor
I
every
know, he
day.
loves it, eh?
Every day.
Champ.
It reminds me of like either Harold Bishop from Neighbours or who's the
Alf.
Neighbours.
or Alf from Home
Stone
and
the
Away.
Flaming Crows.
Flaming glass.
Next off the ranks, we've got Chickenburg Connoisseur with a 12:56. His PB's pretty rapid also with a 12:21.
I reckon he's gone sub 12 as well, by the way. I think
he
you need to
has,
update your spreadsheet, Frankie.
Mate, sorry.
Ooh.
Works pretty well.
Stab.
Um,
Didn't we change his name? Chickenburger can't corner, sir.
Yeah. Loves that bottom corner.
more
of Big Fella.
importantly, he has hit forward 19
Yeah.
for the segment, so well done. Next up, we've got Fig Jam. He's done a 363 average watties with a time of 13:14. Not far off his PB at 12:45.
I reckon he's also got a quicker one than that.
Okay.
Matthew, did we complain about the run sheet?
This is a backseat drive. Yeah, we do. We actually do. Last but not least, we have the Chonk.
Good lad.
With his PB is pretty good. He's did it 13:22 yesterday. Thank you, backseat driver. I appreciate that. 363. He is a lean boy also, but his average heart rate 188. I don't even reckon my max gets that high.
13:22 is a good number because that is the first female's PB, which is Hooligan. Sometimes joins us here on the pod.
Oh, yeah.
But she just rolled up for a 16:42 on May the 9th.
Yeah,
50 watts of power.
She's a gravel rider now, anyway.
She's a what?
She's a gravel rider now.
Yes. Dixie Wrecked has done a 16:49. This is a PB from 17:36. Also 245 watts. Only 167 beats. No power, no data for a 17:29 is Buvulgari. And that is 5 seconds off her PB. Try harder. Big Squid has rolled in at an 18:05, 216 watts, 158 beats per minute. And Kevin 07 with an 18:29, 263 watts. Big power.
Oh.
Yeah, big power. And then, is this a hand pick this next
Yes.
This is a hand pick.
Yeah.
This week. So
Yeah.
we haven't got a name there. What was the name we've come up with?
I'm not quite sure. But that must be a big boy because 303 watts for a 17:13.
Was it a PB?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
PB.
Yeah.
Yeah, new to the potty.
Yeah.
Good as gold.
Good as gold.
Yeah.
Good as gold.
Just
Good as
visiting for 10 days for a special event. So, yeah, slide into the DMs because we haven't got a name for you, but make up your own. And then
Make up your own. Yeah, why
Can
not?
put it there. So
But finishing it off with our guest here, you did mention you did a 15:05 the other day, which was 5 seconds off of your PB, which is equating to a 13-minute, but you were 372 watts.
Yeah, well, that was a lot higher before the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, so that's averaged down. How good at 177 beats per minute?
what was the? Can you say what the average was for the 12?
For 19.
Very good.
Maybe.
That's good.
Definitely a 14.
Definitely.
That's a sub 12 on my weight.
Wang, which day should I not go up the summit?
Just looking now, listeners. So Wang's Weather brought to you by Biker Wipes. What are we looking here?
What do you reckon?
Wednesday, I reckon. Tuesday or Wednesday. Either days we've got, probably Tuesday. Northwesters and southwesters all day on Tuesday. So that might be the time, Tom, for your 13-minute. Bit of a tailie.
Schedule it in.
In the afternoon, you reckon? Like what's...
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, Arvo.
For a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, all afternoon.
See you next Tuesday.
I'll bring the scooter out.
Alex, what have we got this week or the coming weeks?
Oh, you know how Wang does this.
Yeah, just to annoy you.
In 2027, on March the 25th of May, Adelaide Hills Cycling Club has the Oakwood Road Kermesse, Balhana.
Hannah?
Gravity Girls South Australia, Sunday the 18th of May, Fox Creek Downhill Race. Inside Line Mountain Bike Club, also Sunday the 18th of May, 2025, round 2 of the State Series Downhill. That's at Wollonga. The following weekend, Inside Line Mountain Bike Club, 25th of May, First Descent at Mount Torrens, Dazzle Land.
My centre.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. It's right in my video.
Mount Gambier Cycling Club, Saturday the 17th of May, the 100-mile Classic.
You're down for that, Tom?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
That'd be a big one.
Yeah. And then the following day, the Blue Lake Kermesse, Mount Gambier as well. PACC, they have Thursday the 15th and 22nd, Motor Pace Track and Road.
I'm going to try and get out there this Thursday.
I'm going to do this Thursday, and so
Are you going to... I'm going to use a track bike though, probably.
No, well, I don't have a track bike, so I'll use my road bike. Benny, he's coming as well.
Is he? Well, maybe I'll
Keystone.
ride there. Oh, okay, decisions. Sorry.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
PACC, Saturday 17th of May, Cyclocross Skills Session number 2.
Oh.
25th of May for PACC, the Crossfire Cup Round 1.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday the 13th of May is going to be a good day for weather to go up North Summit.
Tuesday, no, you didn't finish it off. Tuesday the 13th of May is going to be Alex Luca's 40th birthday.
4-0.
Yes, the big 40.
Welcome.
So
Over
listeners,
25.
slide into our DMs, wish him happy birthday on that day.
Slide into mine. Make it personal.
Okay,
Yes,
yep, slide
make
into
it personal.
He never checks his Instagram, but slide in
I
there.
fucking hate
So-
Instagram.
Why? Because then I can send you funny shit.
I don't know why. It just doesn't
Just
hit it.
block everything and just only...
You send me reels all the time, so you don't hate it.
If you look at it, it's sporadic. There's a 5-minute window.
Yeah.
When you're taking a shit.
Take a shit. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Well, welcome. Good night. Good evening. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, all creatures in between, we would love to thank our guest, Tom. So thanks for coming on. Thank you. And if you listeners, wow, I can't even talk today, can I? Yeah, no.
You're not having
water.
any more beers.
No.
G's
Well,
driving
that's
home.
my beer, yes. Enjoyed yourself. Why don't you give us a follow through your favourite podcast app and access all our episodes through YouTube as well. Please subscribe. Hit the bell icon.
Ding.
And don't forget to tell all your friends and share it with everyone.
Now, we're all over the socials, well, mainly me, where we'll give you update info and let you know where new episodes are, along with other podcast news information. And if you'd like to support the podcast, head to our Buy Me a Coffee page and we'll donate, please, and we'll give you a shout out on the podcast next week.
Cashy shit for not being able to talk.
I know. Sorry.
We would love your feedback about Wang's speech impairment
And Cashies.
and to know your thoughts. So hit us up. Let's have a chat through our Facebook or Instagram page, or shoot us something through to our email at RADelaide@gmail.com. And with that,
What have you got?
we forgot the most
No, I have not
important
forgotten.
thing.
I know you're going to say.
Happy Mother's
Happy
Day.
Mother's Day
Yes.
to all the mothers out there today.
Well,
And we
bloody
look forward
done.
to seeing you on the summit this week.
Ciao, ciao.
See you on the summit.
Bye-bye. Ciao,
Goodbye.
ciao. Bye.